Welcome to the Crypto Angel channel. Let's kind of look at what Bitcoin's doing. We are seeing a little bit of a red candle on this Sunday. Let me just get that out of the screen. But we'll see what happens. So I'm here on the weekly time frame. I want to do like a little bit of breakdown going on in the crypto markets. So the weekly time frame, I decided to go on the dark mode because I thought that was easier to see for you guys. Maybe it's not. Let me know if you don't like this. Weekly time frame is oversold. If we go up to the monthly time frame, we can see it's overbought. So really the super high time frame, still be cautious. But we did have extreme fear about a few days ago. So my guess is that I'm not saying we can't go lower. I think we actually do end up going lower. But I do think we're closer to the bottom than the top. So right now, I'll start on the 3-day. The 3-day time frame is in a downtrend. That's still at 33 on the stock RSI. Meaning I still see more downside on the 2 time frame. I think that uptrend now. Daily time I think got overbought. Let me see if I'm wrong about that. So no, it's rolling over. Though the daily time frame is struggling to the back. You're getting rejected right now off of the 200-day and the 21-day moving average, and the blue line is a 21-day moving average. That's about to make a death cross. Anytime the blue line comes below the yellow line, that's extremely bearish. The smaller time frame is going below the larger time frame, meaning price action is extremely bearish right now, and that is called a death cross. The 12-hour time frame is bearish. To me, that's also like a rounded top on the 12-hour time frame. So I would just be cautious about the markets right now going into next week. I know I said the other day, yesterday, I believe it was, on Friday night, that I see more upside, but Bitcoin right now just doesn't look good to me, and that is a rounded top on the smaller time. Well, that's not even the small time frame. That's the 12-hour time frame. That's not that small of a time frame. The 8-hour time frame right now on Bitcoin also does not look good. That's in a downtrend right now. Now, based on how fast the 8-hour time frame is getting oversold, that is very likely to make a higher low. So maybe the low's been. It's 50-50 at this point, in my humble opinion. But if Bitcoin does make a new low, your next support below 49,000 will be 47,000. The 6-hour time frame is making a higher low. Technically, we haven't gotten confirmation that the low is in. We haven't seen the strong bounce yet off the low. The 4-hour time frame hasn't gotten back there. So even though they're oversold, doesn't mean, they could stay oversold and we could keep dumping. Something to take note of. The 2-hour time frame is oversold as well. The 1-hour time frame, I would assume, is pretty much oversold, starting to get some kind of bounce here on the 1-hour time frame. But what worries me is now the longer you stay oversold, the more likely the super small time frames, like the 15-minute time frame, would be to make a bear flag, and then on the bear flag, you would continue lower as well. So here's the 15-minute time frame. Let me just go full screen on the 15-minute time frame. That's like a rounded top on the 15-minute time frame. My guess is you also got overbought there. Yes, you did. And the 15-minute time frame is also, in my opinion, making a bear flag. We'll see what happens, but to me, that's what I'm seeing. So let me just get the lines there. Let me get a third line for the measure move. And to me, right now, this is a bear flag on the 15-minute time frame. You made a lower high as well. So if you want to take your measure move, you do it from the last local low, and then you do it from the last local high, which, if you're going to be conservative, I would say it's right there, which it would be right there. So here's your new measure move to the downside. If Bitcoin does want to continue lower, your next stop is $56,000, basically exactly. That's pretty much what I see as your next measure move, give or take a little bit. But 56,000 is the next measure move to the downside. So I'm more bearish than bullish. I'll be honest with you. I'm in a short with a stop at break even, a very tight stop loss, I guess. My stop is at break even. My entry was 58,900. That's where my stop is. So if you have $400, I'll be out of the trade at break even, but I do see more downside of Bitcoin. So if you go back up, then cool. But if not, I am in the trade, and we'll see what happens. My take profit is at macro local low at $40. So let me go back to the weekly time frame and show you what I'm talking about. You zoom out here. It's been a long time also since Bitcoin has tested 47,000. Doesn't mean it has to happen, but here's the weekly time frame. So you have support. So you have support right here at $38,000, and then you also have that resistance at 49,200. I thought there was a time, maybe it was from back here, where 47,000 was support or resistance. I guess I'm not seeing it. So I did have another chart. Support was 47,000. I'll have to go back and double check that. But I do have a take profit there. If I go back and check and there's no support there, then I thought in the last support on those macro support and resistance. So I'll have to look at that in a little more depth. But that's kind of what I'm looking at as take profit below 49,000, or I could just, maybe I should have my take profit at 49,000. But either way, right now that's what's going on. It's a very tight stop, so there's a good chance I get stopped out of this. But otherwise, that's kind of what we're looking at right now for this car price action on Bitcoin. Like right there, $47,000 was used as resistance on March 28th of 2022. So that would be the next macro weekly low, 47,000. You lose that, 42,000 is the next low that. So with that being said, that's my outlook on the market. I'll go back to the 50-minute time frame. Here's my invalidation point. Coin can get back above. Let me go back to this bear flag that I just drew. If Bitcoin can get back above, wow, this is really laggy. Okay, so price level I would be looking for Bitcoin to remain above is $59,600. If you can break $59,600, I could see more upside on Bitcoin. Until 59.6 is broken, I am going to continue to be bearish. My stop is below that, but that's the macro. On the weekly time frame, I would want to see Bitcoin break 59.6 to have any chance of resuming to the upside. That's my update. If you guys enjoyed this, pretty sure if you hit the like, hit the bell notification on YouTube so you get notified every time I post a video. And I'll be back live tomorrow night, 11 p.m. Central Time. Until then, trade safe and have a great rest of your weekend. Although it's almost over. So, yeah, that's what we got going on. That's my outlook on the market. And, yeah, I'm more bearish than bullish. We'll see.